Well, that wasn't meant to happen. Hello everyone and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Now, I know there's been a lot of videos on this game up on the channel recently, but honestly, I am having a lot of fun doing videos on this. And that fun is only about to continue, because for this week, it is autumn, so that must mean, of course, we have a brand new car. Now, last week we went over this fantastic little Mazda. However, that's not what this video is about. However, this video is about this little Mazda. This is the Mazda Cosmo 110S Series 2 from 1972. Now, as we can see, there's 128 horsepower from stock, and it was also a very, very light little car, weighing over, or just over rather, 2,000 pounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and get into this thing, go and give it a bit of a drive and see what it can do. Okay, so here we are with the fantastic little Mazda Cosmo. Now, of course, this thing is rotary powered, so we've had 2 rotary cars in 2 weeks. I mean, have a listen to this thing at the moment. Now that sounds pretty nice indeed. But what we've got to do today is, as well as doing this little drive with the stock, we're going to go ahead and throw some things on and also go and see what we can do with upgrading. So, without any further ado, let's get into the festival and go check this thing out. Well, here we are in the world famous upgrade shop of Forza Horizon 4. Now, the first thing I want to go over is what engine swaps we have, because we have the option to do that in this thing, which is kind of interesting and something I'm really glad about. So starting off, we have the stock powertrain, of course, making 128 horsepower and not even a 4,000 litre displacement. So let's go and see what else we have. We have we have the motorbike engine, which is something I did not expect to see in a Mazda Cosmo. We also have the usual 1.6 litre inline-4 turbo rally, which might as well be probably the most common sort of engine swap in this entire game. And because it's a rotary, of course we have to have the 2.6 litre. 2.6 litre 4-rotor racing. Now, if you know where that's from, well done to you. Moving on to drivetrain, we have the option of keeping it rear-wheel drive stock or going for all-wheel. And of course, with this stock engine, we also have an option to turbo it too. And now for aero, what else do we have on aero? Your usual boring Forza thing, and the option to remove the chrome to make it lighter. Now, I mean, it does look pretty fancy like that, I will give it that. And of course, we should have that. Yep, we've got it on the back as well. Not bad. I kind of prefer it with the chrome though, just because it looks good. And then of course, we have the classic tiny little Forza wing on the back. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw a setup onto this thing, but just before I do, there's something I want to show you. Because we have 15-inch rear rims and 15 fronts as stock. Well, yeah, we can go up to 20-inch. We can go up to 20-inch rims on this thing. Oh my god. Hang on, I want to try something. If we do this, and then we go all the way to where is suspension? It is under platform and handling. And then we go, oh yeah, this is the thing, by the way. But it's so high off the ground. And of course, there's your usual drift suspension too, which makes this thing go really low. Now, of course, we also have the option to do some little bits of paintwork to this car. We have an option to paint the body. Sadly, no advanced paint groups. However, I really wish that this top part here, top part of the roof rather, is an advanced paint group. That would have been fantastic if you could like two-tone the whole thing. We've got the option to paint the bonnet, which is, well, it's this tiny little bit here. And then all your usual other stuff apart from the wing mirrors and main wing of the car. We do also have the option to tint the windows too, which is fantastic. And we've got a pretty decent amount of... oh, that's nice. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. But we do have a nice amount of manufacturer colours. Look at that. Oh, that deep navy looks so nice. Oh, so does this too. Right, I'm going to go ahead and just do like I did last time, and I'm going to go and make a little thing and put it onto this car. And that little something is this. I've been busy and made just a nice simple little cruise style design, and I think it fits the car really rather well. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go out of the festival, and actually no, I'm going to put some upgrades onto this thing and then head out of the festival, and we'll go over to the drag strip to see how well this thing performs. Okay, so here we are at the drag strip. Now what I want to try and do with this one, just for fun, is, well, I swapped in the motorbike engine, and let's go and see what this thing can do at a drag strip. So I guess if we go up to here, we can't brake boost this thing because it just creeps up like that. But I guess let's just floor it and go. Let's see, what can this thing do with 292 horsepower on a motorbike engine? Hopefully it's going to be something at least decent because it does put it up in A-class. And 119. Well, honestly, not too bad, but not too good either. But hey, for a motorbike engine in this thing, I'm kind of not surprised. Next up, I guess will have to be the Turbo Rally engine, so I'm going to go ahead and put that into the car, and then of course we'll go and see what it can do. Okay, so now we're back at the drag strip with the 1.6 litre inline 4 tune, and as that Super 7 car that's very awkwardly placed says, we are definitely going to need some luck to get this thing to perform pretty well, especially after what we've just had with the motorbike engine. At least this one we can brake boost, so I guess, well, let's just floor it. Off the line we go. This is really nice off the line. And let's see, do we get better than 100? Yes, we do. I can already tell. 158 through the camera. Now that is also pretty good. However, we do have one last drag tune to run before we go and take this thing onto the motorway. And that tune is, of course, our Racing 4 rotor. So I'm going to go ahead and get that installed. And then I'm going to go and see how it performs. Well, that wasn't meant to happen. So here we are now back over at the drag strip, and I'm going to go and set this all up because it is starting to rain, because of course it is autumn now in the United Kingdom in Forza. So let's go ahead and just floor it while we still can. Now I think with this thing, there wasn't too much of a good launch in that one. However, it is still pretty quick. However, I would say that the 1.6 litre definitely gives it a more open chance of tuning stuff, because it's certainly able to launch a lot quicker. Now, for how you get this car, this is obtainable via a seasonal event called the Mazda's Guide to the Universe. Or something like the Cosmos. It's something like that. But that is currently available on the week of this video's upload. So that's how you get this wonderful little car. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw a road tune onto this thing, probably go back to the stock engine, and go and see how well it does out on the motorway. So let's go over to there, I guess. Oh, and of course, I need to change the tunes as well. Right, away we go. Okay, so here we are now approaching the motorway, so we can just go ahead and fly straight across the roundabout, because let's be honest, who needs roundabouts at this point? And I guess we just start straight away by flooring it all the way down the motorway and seeing what top speed we can get out of this thing. Oh, that sound in the tunnel is just so nice. I know I let you have a listen earlier, but you're going to have a chance to have a listen to this thing again when we get to the next tunnel, because our rotary in this game, especially the stock one for this one, I don't know what car it's from, but my gosh, does it sound nice. Have a listen to this. That sounds nice. Okay, so what do we have with the stock motor? This is all built up in S1, by the way. None of these tunes are S2. So let's see. 189. I was trying to see if I could get to 190, but that Fiat decided to say, haha, not today. Right, I think just for a laugh, I'm going to go and get the motorbike engine's tune, go and put some decent tyres on it, and go and sort of drive that around. Also, this thing seems to be very sort of drifty if you get it going, so that could bode well for another thing that I want to try with this car. Alright, so now we have the motorbike engine tune. Let's go and see what we can do with just like a dirt bike engine. Can we get... I don't think we'll be able to beat 189, which is honestly a bit of a shame. But hopefully we can at least get quite a fair bit of speed out of this particular engine. It does fascinate me that you're able to put this engine into this car, and I don't know why you would, but, well, you can, for some reason. Come on, 157. Oh well. Right, let's go ahead and put the 787B. I'm not sure if it is a 787B engine in this, so if I'm wrong, please do correct me in the comments. But I believe it is the 787B rotary. We'll go ahead and put that into this thing, and go and take it back down the motorway and see what speed we get out of it then. Okay, so now we are running well over 700 horsepower in this thing. So it could either go well or terribly. I really don't know which. I mean, we do have to listen to the dentist drill sound of this thing whining on for a while, but let's see. Can we at least... We've beaten our speed already. That was 192. Oh, it's tricky to get through here. That's 200. Oh, this is a fast little car, this one. Let's see, can we get 220? Nope, 217 I think was the best we got. But, oh wow, this thing's actually really pretty good. I think what I might do is I might actually improve this tune off camera and then put it onto the storefront for everybody to go and have a look at. So if I do, then I shall. But I can't get over this. This is really quick for this little car. Through the tunnel we go with the echoing dentist drill. Can we beat our personal best on this particular car? No. Oh well. Oh dear, it doesn't turn. It doesn't. Scratch that. Yep, it still made it. Somehow. Right, I'm going to hop back to the festival because I want to try one last thing with this car. So, as I was saying, this is what you need to do to actually get this car. Mazda's Guide to the Galaxy. Now, the fun thing about this is it is a case of 50% completion will land you a Lexus LFA. However, going for the weekly Forzathon shop, well, would you look at that? You also get an LFA there too. I could get two. You also do get a 2019 Bugatti Evo, the choice of a modern race helmet and a modern race suit, both in black. Right, that's the Forza shop for the week, so let's go over to the festival and go and see if my idea for this thing is actually going to work. Okay, so here we are now nearing the festival. Now, one thing that I thought was that, well, with the way this thing's designed, it looks a little bit like a sort of a UFO, which is actually kind of interesting. It could be today's video title, who knows, the Mazda UFO. It could be something like that. Let's see just what this thing can do. I'm going to give this like 2 attempts to get around the festival donut, because this is honestly my favourite drift zone. Let's see, that's a solid 43,000 points on the first run, and that's another 43,000 on the second run. So honestly, I think this thing could make for a really nice little drift car. Certainly a drift car that people probably won't expect, especially in like your sort of online drift adventure kind of things, because honestly, this is a fun little car. And unlike previous ones on the channel, this one has been a seasonal completion instead of a seasonal reward. Hey, look at that, Forza Live. But what do I think to this car? Honestly, it is a fantastic little thing, and I highly recommend that you go and pick this thing up, play around with it, and well, if you don't like it, then you can always put it up onto the auction house, and I'm sure that somebody will buy it. But I am definitely keeping this thing. Not only does it look really nice with this paint job, which is also up on the storefront under the name of Cosmo, so if you want to download that, go right ahead. And also, I just like how this thing looks. The fact I can put a 787B 2.6 litre 4-rotor in this thing. So if I could put a 2.6 in this, then maybe I could have sort of had the option to put in a bigger engine into this thing, and then it would have been quite the drag car. But as it stands, it is still a pretty decent for its class and its style. So I think that is probably going to be about it for this video. Now, my closing thoughts on this are, this Cosmo is a fantastic, fun, really sort of chaotic little car, but in a good way. Like a chaotic good. It's absolutely crazy, but it is super fun. And I recommend you to go and pick one up. Still, that is going to be it for this video on Forza Horizon 4. So thank you very, very much for watching. It is always fantastic to have people watching because hopefully you all enjoy the Forza Horizon 4 content. And, well, I did have a few ideas suggested to me, so hopefully some more Horizon 4 content might come to the channel in future. So if you want some of that, please do let me know with a like in this video, because it always lets me know that you like this kind of stuff and I should make more of it. In the meantime, if you're new here, feel free to go ahead and press subscribe and the notifications bell. I try to upload twice a week, every Wednesday and Sunday, so that's a double dose of fantastic videos, sort of twice a week. And yeah, that's about it really. Feel free to go ahead and leave a comment. I love to read your comments, and I try to reply to as many as I possibly can. And until the next one, for me and this fantastic little Cosmo, thank you for watching, and a goodbye. Now, where's this Forzathon?